Hi, I'm Leslie with Euroshield Roofing. We're here today in Northeast Calgary, Alberta, Canada, where we're about a week away from the last major hailstorm. Here today with Marita. She has a Euroshield rubber roof. Marita, would you tell us a little bit about how long you've lived here and what your experience has been in this area with hailstorms?
Okay, I've lived in this area since 2006. I built my house, and in the first 10 years, there wasn't much for major hailstorms here, but in 2016, we had a major hailstorm where my roof and siding on two sides had to be replaced. And then in 2020, we had another major hailstorm where my roof, all four sides, had to be replaced, including fencing, and so it was even more major. And now 2024, we had another major hailstorm with hailstones as big as tennis balls here in this area.
So what did you have on your roof originally, and then after the 2020 storm?
I had asphalt shingles on my roof, originally put in by the builder. And in 2016, I had them replaced with asphalt shingles. In 2020, I had them replaced with a rubber roof, your rubber roof.
Okay, and so what has your experience been during the 2020 storm versus the 2024 storm, and what you saw in damage on your overall property?
Okay, well, in 2020, everything was just totally destroyed, and I thought to myself, I live in Alberta, and I live in a hail belt, I can't be replacing my roof every 4 years, having worked in insurance before I knew that this was only going to get worse. So I made the choice and did the research to see what I could do to make my roof better, to make it hail-proof because of where I live. And I mean, there's hail-proof shingles out there, asphalt shingles, but I wasn't really super impressed with them. And when I found the Euroshield rubber roof and found that you guys, I think the year before, I think it was 2019, it might have been 2018, you went with a 50-year hail-proof roof that was rubber, utilizing the, rubber that from tires that can't be recycled except maybe to put them in a roof. I thought this was a great idea, and 50 years, that's beyond my lifetime. So I decided to put it on. And as soon as I looked at the roof and all of the features of the Euroshield roof, I started looking around and started noticing roofs around me that had been replaced. So my neighbor across the street replaced their roof in 2016 with the rubber roof. As soon as I knew what your roof was, I started noticing other people's rubber roofs. And then I met a gentleman who was looking at the roof in 2020, and he told me, there's no damage on this roof. We're just coming out to look at it. And I said, please tell me about this. I don't know who he was, but he was on the street. And so I asked him, and he told me all about the roof. And I think that really sealed it for me, was for him to say there's zero damage on this roof. And everybody else's roof was totally destroyed in 2020.
Have you seen any changes in your insurance premium since you've had a rubber roof?
Yeah, so I immediately told my insurance company that I had a rubber roof, and there was a little bit of a discount that they applied to it at that point. I assume it's still there because they know I have a rubber roof. I asked them again this year on renewal, and they said, we know you have a rubber roof on. So I'm assuming that discount is still in there.
And was there out-of-pocket expense in going from an asphalt roof to a rubber roof?
There was an out-of-pocket expense, and I looked it up recently to see what that was. And so from what the insurance company was willing to give me to replace my roof with similar asphalt shingles, it was about an $8,300 difference to go to a rubber roof from what I was getting from the insurance company. So that was my out-of-pocket, $8,300.
Excellent. And so, what are the main points that made you decide to go with a rubber roof versus a class 4 asphalt shingle?
The durability.
Okay, so just overall longevity, durability.
Absolutely. I just did not want to do this again. I didn't want to have my roof replaced again. And I needed something that was going to last forever.
And how do you feel about the look?
Oh, the roof is so beautiful looking. When you look at it from, well, I can see it in my garage from my bonus room, and I look down on it, it looks so pretty. But then when you look at it from underneath, you can see that it's thick. Like you can see it's a half inch or more thick, so you can tell it's really durable, but it looks really nice. Like it has a really nice look to it. I chose the gray because my house is gray, so I chose the charcoal gray color, and it kind of has this little shimmer to it, and it reminds me a bit of the clay tiles because it's thicker, and so when you have the caps on it, it just looks really kind of cool. I love the look of it. I'm very happy with it.
Now that you've been through another traumatic hailstorm, how do you feel about your roof and your property?
I can't even express the relief I felt knowing that my roof was fine. Looking around, and everybody's roof is starting to curl. There's pockmarks. There's asphalt that's coming off of it. And I look at my roof outside, and there's no damage to it. And I know I don't have to go through the insurance company. I don't have to worry about deductibles and contractors and people coming out to my house and what this is going to look like and how long it's going to take. My roof is solid. It's not going to leak. There's nothing through the winter that we're coming up at that's going to happen to my house because my roof is secure. And that gives me such great comfort to know that I'm okay and I don't have to go through what everybody else is going through.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for your time. We appreciate it.
Okay, no problem.